Yeah, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about mastering support and resistance strategies for profiting in the market. So this is basically support and resistance 101 because we'll be covering everything you need to know about support and resistance. So if you are new to forex or you have been trading forex and you don't really know about the concept of support and resistance, stick to the end of the video because we'll be discussing everything about support and resistance. Now, guys, I want to show us the topics we'll be covering under the support and resistance. We'll be looking at what is support and resistance, what support and resistance are not, key characteristics of support and resistance, types of support and resistance, how to draw support and resistance. Then we'll look at application what in trading, how to apply support and resistance in trading. So guys, we have so many juicy stuff about this. This is support and resistance 101. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and stick to the end of the video. Now if you look at my screen, you see I have some quote here for you guys about support and resistance, and it says I'll take the first one in black. It said in forex trading, support and resistance are the pillars of analysis, helping traders anticipate potential price movement. You have to stick that in your head because it's gonna help you. Now this one says the dance between support and resistance determine the rhythm of forex trading, offering lucrative opportunities for those who can read the steps. So this quote is basically telling you that with support and resistance you'll be able to know price movement. So this is just price action 101. So without wasting much of your time, let's go into the nitty-gritties of this video. So we'll be starting with what is support and what is resistance. So guys, support refers to a price level where buying pressure is strong, preventing the price from falling lower. Now this is it. This is a support, as you can see on my screen. Yeah, this is a support. It refers to a price level, yeah, where buying pressure is strong. Now when you see whenever markets came here, there was a buying pressure and market had to pull up. The same thing happened here, the same thing happened here, and the same thing happened here. So this place is considered as a support level. You understand? Because over here there is a strong buying pressure, and this is preventing market from doing what? Falling lower. So that is what support is. In the other hand, resistance on the other hand is a price level where selling pressure is strong, preventing the price from rising what? Further. So this is your resistance level. You can observe whenever price came here, there was a strong selling pressure, and this prevented the price to do what? To go above this level. So we can rightly say that this is our resistance level. You can take the resistance to be your ceiling and the support to be what? Your floor. That's a simple illustration that people normally use to explain this concept. Okay, let's look at key characteristics of support and resistance. Key characteristics of support and resistance. Buying pressure. When you see at support, is a very renowned characteristics of support. There's always buying pressure within support. That's why whenever price is going to support, people are already anticipating to buy. Okay, price coming at support level, they want to buy. Mr. A wants to buy, Mr. B wants to buy. You understand? Because they know at that point that there is buying pressure. So everybody wants to buy at support. Everybody wants to buy what? At support. Now we have selling pressure. This is another key characteristics of support and resistance. Now this selling pressure has to do with resistance. Okay guys, now you can observe here being the resistance point, here being the resistance point, here being the resistance point. You can see that price, whenever it got to this resistance point, take note, this resistance point, take note that there was always a selling pressure. That's a characteristic of what? A resistance zone. Meanwhile, the buying pressure is what? For the support zone. You understand? So it's something that you can note whenever you see it on your chart. You know, okay, if market makes a touch, something like this, definitely here is your resistance zone. Why? Because there's always selling pressure whenever price came what? To this level. Okay, in the other hand, if market did something like this, you can consider here as your support and you are not wrong. Because of what? There was what? Buying pressure. Whenever price level touches this zone, there was what? A buying pressure. So that in a nutshell. And now, these are another characteristics of support and resistance. Like I told you guys, I'll be giving you the juicy stuff you need to know in about support and resistance. Now we have reversal of rule. It is common, and why I use this picture is so that you can really see what I'm talking about. Now you can also observe that this was the support and this is the resistance. Now, talking about support and resistance, whenever a resistance is broken, it turns to be what? A support. And whenever a support is broken, it turns to be what? A resistance. This is what I mean. It is on a chart now. You can see for some reason here was our resistance zone. Now, whenever the moment price succeeded to break this level, break past this level, you see that price now used this same level, flipped it to be a support level. So a broken resistance turns to be a support, and a broken support turns to be what? A resistance. Let me explain this, that of a broken support, because I don't have the picture here. Now this is it. Market does this, then breaks here. This is it. You understand? Now, this was our support initially. Here was our support initially until market broke. And when market broke this particular support level, you can now see that it now turned this support level to what? To be resistance. That is a key characteristics of what? Support and resistance. They do switch roles, reversal of roles. When support is broken, it turns to resistance. And when resistance is broken, it flips it to be what? To support. Now, another key characteristics of support and resistance is multiple touches. Multiple touches. Whenever you identify a support and resistance, or how you identify a support and resistance, is from multiple touches. Price should touch that level more than twice. Like this is, yeah. You can see here so many touches. So many touches here. So many touches. Price will always make an attempt. So many touches. So this is kind of another characteristics of support and resistance. This is how you identify your support and resistance. You understand? No matter the time frame, this is how you spot your support and what? And resistance. And another key characteristics of support and resistance that we need to look at is price consolidation. Whenever price gets to a resistance or a support zone, you see that price will consolidate. Yes, price will like to consolidate that level before breaking that particular level. That's a key characteristics of what? Support and resistance. So without wasting much time, let's go to our next slide. Okay, what support and resistance are not? I decided to include this because I promise you guys I will be talking everything about support and resistance. Now, there's this misconception that people normally brings about when we talk about support and resistance, and I have here on my template that number one, support and resistance are not guaranteed price reversal. You understand? What I mean by this is, here is our support, here is our resistance. It is not guaranteed. Yes, take note of this. It is not guaranteed that whenever price comes to support that it must reverse. No, it's not guaranteed. People that think that this is a guaranteed price, you see most of them, that will bring up a kind of emotion in their trading. They will trade without applying risk management, and even some people go without using what? Stop loss. They feel that the market will always obey them, but the truth of the matter is, market can break any support and market can break any resistance, and market can come to your resistance and won't even respect it. But the reason why this support and resistance is okay is that these are price actions or historical price data over time, and it's working, but it doesn't work all the time. So they are not guaranteed price reversal. You understand? Then number two is, support and resistance are not rigid lines on your chart. They are not rigid lines on your chart. Some people, when they draw support and resistance, like I drew here, like, yeah, as you can see this, I'll teach us how to draw it properly, but let's use this as an illustration. when you draw a particular line straight like this, you will see that that line you draw is a particular price in your chart. That price is not the support. Support has to do with zone. It has to do with a level. It's an area, it's a level. How you want to put it, but have it in your mind that support are what is like a level. If you want to draw this properly, yeah, just know that this is your resistance. This is your resistance. When it was broken, it now turned to be what support. It's like an area, a level in your chart. You understand? So they are not rigid lines. You don't just come and draw a line like this and take that to be your support and resistance. No, it doesn't work that way. You understand? That is not the best way to do it. And another thing we'll talk about is support and resistance. They are not stand-alone indicators. What do I mean by this? Sometimes people will just you come to your chart and you wouldn't consider the trend of the market. If the market is a bullish market or if the market is a bearish market, you just see a resistance in a bullish market and you want to trade it. It doesn't work that way. You understand? So while trading support and resistance, you have other confluence that backs you up. You don't just go to support. Market comes to support, you buy. No indication to buy. There's no entry criteria because market is at support, you want to buy. There are other things you need to look out for. That's what makes a strategy perfect. You understand? So they are not standalone indicators. And another thing is support and resistance are not precise entry or exit points. You understand? You are the one to determine, okay, if price get to my resistance, maybe towards the resistance here, okay, I will leave the market. You understand? So support and resistance are not precise, kind of precise entry, emphasis on the price. Okay, if price get to 2 point something something or 0 point something something and leaving the market, because we know that support and resistance are areas and level. So anything we are doing, you should have in mind that it should be within the level of that support and resistance. Let it not be too specific or too precise, because market might come to that resistance. It might not get to that exact price we are looking at and the market will reverse. That's how it works. So another thing is support and resistance are not foolproof method like what I explained earlier. Support can be broken, resistance can be broken. That's why in trading it's always advised that you apply risk management. They are not foolproof method. You might look at your support and you are looking, the support is too strong, but one news event might just come out and boom, market just behave in a way that does, acting as if it doesn't recognize that that support is support, and it will be as if your support is not supported. I don't know if you get me. So that is it. So they are not foolproof method. Okay, let's look at another slide. And okay, types of support and resistance. Now at this point, I know some of you might think that support is just the horizontal your horizontal support and resistance. That's the kind of support we have. No, we have so many kinds of support and we'll be discussing them here. We have the horizontal support and resistance. This is the most popular one, the one people know. The horizontal support and resistance. And this is it here, where market comes and start ranging in a horizontal format and make some touches in that horizontal level, and people you can draw your support and resistance in that level. So for instance, this is example of horizontal support and resistance. And another thing is the trend line support and resistance. Yes, trend line can serve as support and resistance. Yeah, the next picture we have here, this trend line can serve as a support and resistance. If you look carefully, you can see whenever price comes to the trend line, there's always a buying pressure. So this is a bullish trend line, and this trend line can serve as what support and resistance. If it is a downtrend market, for instance, maybe market is making a series of lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You can see this is your trend line. This is your bearish trend line, and this trend line can serve what as resistance. It's as easy as that. We have the dynamic support and resistance, and this dynamic support and resistance most times works with moving average. Yeah, your moving average can serve as your dynamic support and resistance. If you are using the 15 m in your chart, when you plot it, you will see that whenever price come to this moving average, there was always buying pressure. There was always this buying pressure, and this serves as what, your support and resistance. This same scenario can also happen in a downtrend market. When you put your moving average, market is making lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So when you plot your moving average in this market, you see the moving average will be floating like this, and this serves as your resistance. So even moving average serves as dynamic and support what, as dynamic support and resistance. We'll look at the psychological support and resistance. In this psychological support and resistance, I don't know if you've heard of this saying that market loves to respect whole numbers. Um, AUD is an example. If you're a trader that trades AUD you know that AUD respect what's round number. They respect round number. They move from 1,000, like a round figure to round figure. Let me say AUDSD right now is in not 500. You understand? So if it is going up, the next level target is not 600. That's how it does. Or if it is coming down, is not 400. So sometimes big traders look at for these levels. You understand? Big traders look at for these levels. They believe that okay, this market is going to this point. So round numbers in a nutshell serves as psychological support and resistance. For instance, when if you are familiar with Bitcoin recently, people were busy shouting 30k, 30k. When Bitcoin gets to 30k, that's a resistance level. When you go to the chart and you see there's a kind of resistance there, but that 30k is a psychological support and resistance, a round figure number. That's what people that's what tends to happen in the market most times. Fibonacci retracement and extension levels also serve as support and resistance. The zero point 0.5 and 0.61 serve as support. For people that trace the Fibonacci, that uses this technical tool for analysis, you observe that the zero point 0.5 and 0.61 serves at key support level. People tend to buy from here, and this level are strong levels in the market. They serve at support. In a scenario whereby this 0.5 or 0.61 aligns with your support and probably a trend line, that's a very key zone to take a trade. That's a very key zone to take a trade. You understand? Now, the 100% retracement of this Fibonacci sometimes serve as what, resistance. So someone might buy from the zero point 0.5 and decide to sell or leave the market at the leave the market rather at the 100% retracement. So that's how it works. Okay, so guys, let's go to the next slide. Application in trading. Application in trading. Okay. Support and resistance serves as entries and exit points. If you are buying at the support, you are looking forward to sell at the next resistance. You understand? For instance, you bought here, you should be selling here towards this level. You bought here, you should be selling here towards this level. That's how it works. You understand? Now, if you were selling here, you should be leaving the market from here. If you were selling here, you should be leaving the market here. You understand? That is how you can apply support and resistance in the market. For any reason, maybe you bought here, know that the next level target should be this resistance point, because market might get to this place and decide to come down before going up, or decide, market can do anything it wants to do. So but we just use this support and resistance to identify levels in our charts where we can exit or enter our trade. You understand? Okay. Another key thing about support and resistance is that it serves as, you can use it to analyze. It's a trend analysis indicator. You can use it to analyze. It's a technical tool. You can use it to analyze the market. You analyze the market, you know what the market is doing. Let me say this is the situation on your chart right now. Then market is somewhere here and market is buying up. You understand? The price of market is going up. You'll be able to know what to do in the market. Identify, okay, this is my resistance level. So market is approaching resistance. Okay, when my market approach resistance and maybe market is falling, okay, you identify, okay, market is coming back to support. And this information helps you to know what to do. If market is at support, you are not selling. You understand? If market is at resistance, you don't want to be buying at that point. Rather, you want to sell. And then likewise, if market is at what support, you don't want to be selling, you want to be buying, and you know the direction of the market. Now this is another way we can apply support and resistance. It can be used as a breakout strategy in trading, breakout trading. If you observed, we talked about reversal of rules. Whenever support is broken, it turns to be a resistance, and whenever resistance is broken, it turns to be what? A support. And here this is a clear scenario of breakout and retest strategy. Market broke this resistance level, then came back, retested, and continued going up. You understand? When a resistance is broken, it turns to be a support. So if you're trading the breakout strategy, you wait for price to break your resistance level. Then you know that whenever price break, it will come back to retest it. The roles reversal that we talked about earlier in the key characteristics of support and resistance. So whenever a resistance is broken, it turns to be a support. And whenever support is broken, it turns to be a resistance. So you can use support and resistance to know areas of your entries and areas of exit. You can use it and analyze the trend. You can also use it for breakout trading. So these are a few GC tips that can really enhance your support and resistance trading. Now, guys, let's look at how to draw support and resistance. How to draw support and resistance. This very aspect is very, very important. Number one, before you draw a support and resistance, first of all, consider the time frame and context. Now, time frame in the sense that each time frames has their own support and resistance. The support on the monthly might not really be the support on the 4 hour time frame. You understand? So if you before you draw your support and resistance, first of all, know which time frame are you drawing this from. Which time frame are you drawing this from? Because you cannot draw support and resistance on the 15 minutes and want to come and trade it on the 1 hour. It might not really work that way. It doesn't work that way. So you need to define your time frame. If you are drawing 4 hour, you are drawing your support and resistance from the 4 hour. You know, okay, the 4 hour is my the time frame I'm trading from. And the context here we are using candlesticks. You can use line chart or other bar charts, but we are using candlestick charts. So now that's step number one. Number two is identify key swing highs and swing lows. Identify key swing highs and swing lows. Now, in drawing support and resistance, you need to identify swing highs. You need to identify swing highs and swing lows. You need to identify, because that's where you draw your support and resistance. You need to identify all those things. So let's say, for instance, you were looking at to draw support at this point. You will see you'll be looking at this. Okay, this is a swing low. This is a swing low. This is a swing high. This is a swing high. This is a swing high, and this is a swing low. A swing low. Market made something like this. A swing low. Yeah. So after identifying these swing highs and swing low, what you do is to draw your horizontal line. Like now, this is not a line, rather, but this is like a box. This is a box. You draw your box, and when you are drawing your box, you are drawing your box towards those levels, towards those swing highs and swing lows. You are drawing your levels. You are drawing your levels. Don't mind what I'm sketching here, but I just want you to get the point. That's why I'm doing that. So when you have drawn this thing, now you need to refine them. you confirm multiple touch. Make sure that this box at least has a kind of touches, multiple touches. You can see here, this is a touch. You can see here, this is a touch. 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 Likewise, someone that was, you want to plot your resistance level. This is a touch. This is a touch. This is a touch. This is a touch. And this is a touch. So guys, with this, you know that you can actually draw your support and resistance perfectly. With this, you consider the time frame, identify key swing highs and swing lows, then draw your horizontal line. You make it as a box, you understand? Then you confirm multiple touch. Make sure you adjust your box. For instance, maybe your box was somewhere here. You need to adjust it to make at least a touch. It has multiple touch. It has multiple touch. Has multiple touch. So with the multiple touches, rather, you'll be able to confirm that you've drawn an accurate support and resistance areas or resistance zones. So with this, I'll say thank you guys and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get more juicy stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get more juicy stuff about trading. Thank you and peace out.